All right, guys, before I get into this, it's not probably so much as an educational type of video, but more of a ramble and a show and tell of the project and where I'm still trying to sort some issues out. Picked up an old 100-year-old home on some old property, original Sandpoint shallow well in the house. Don't want to stress it, but I want to be able to water. So what did I do? Go away from the house, pound in a Sandpoint, because there's a water somewhere. We found it. Okay, so here's why I'm scratching my head. We've got 23 right at the check valve. That is 23 feet of vertical pipe, not including the head. Okay, so when I pound it down, I won't get too far into depth, but basically I pound it down whether I passed the first or the aquifer or whatever else, the first aquifer. Finally got water into it. When I got down to 20-something feet, I started noticing water was flushing out and I was able to get a good return. Now my water level is sitting at 11 feet. And again, it took me all that, whether I passed it, the screen was plugged or whatever else. So 23 feet, not including the Sandpoint head, but water stays at 11 feet. Let's just state that. Every drive coupler, drive pipe. And then I was told to use putty, the paste, instead of the tape. So this is what I use for the drive couplers. Trying to do what I was told. Hopefully they were right. But here's where I've got an issue. And that's why I've got this set up here. So help me out. This is reaching out to you guys to help me out, okay? So I've got 23 feet of pipe, a brand new brass check valve. I've tried two. This is the second one. I just left it in place. I still will lose water. Even though the brand new check valve, water stays above it. It doesn't ever suck down like the check valve's not closing. But I get almost like a weird bubble. But it's not just bubble like as in a leak. It's like a positive air pressure bubble because I'll get fizzy bubbles pushing up through the check valve and bubbling. But it's not pulling any of that water above the check valve back down. It's just almost like somebody's down there blowing up real little, but it'll do it. So I lose the water level. Okay, so off my check valve, you'd think, well, then I would keep prime, but I don't because whatever is causing air, gas, whatever to come up, it doesn't have any order. It's not flammable. I checked all that stuff. Okay. So this is why we did what we did. And this was my real hodgepodge fix. Pain in the butt to prime a well, especially when you know, something this little, always, it takes 30, 40 times. I'm not exaggerating. It's a pain. So I came up with this. I had a pitcher pump, had a valve, got my check valve. So I opened the valve that goes up to the pitcher pump. And that's easy to prime, right? Just a splash of water on top, you pump it real slow, pulls water up the pipe up to here. It's got a little miniature check valve in the bottom of the pitcher pump. So what I do then is I just fire up my electric pump. And of course, water's all the way up to here, so it's all the way in there. It fires right away. I don't want to have to do that. So again, I'm reaching out to you guys. Have you ever heard of positive air pressure coming up enough positive that it's actually bubbling up through the check valve? I've had two check valves again, and it's enough that it pushes up. Have you seen that? Again, positive pressure, not just like a leaky coupler. Or is it a leaky coupler? I mean, we're down a long ways. Where would that air be coming from? So anyways, I'm just reaching out to you guys. Show and tell. I don't know, hopefully I didn't waste your time. Again, this, like I said in the beginning, video is more of a help me out, guys. Any comments, suggestions? I'm all ears. Have a great day. Stay safe.